Hello, everyone, and welcome to the ninth podcast of The Roar inside CSUSM Athletics. My name is LeClair, and I'm a graduating senior on the softball team, and I'm joined by two of my teammates, Brittney and Destiny. Brittney, if you want to introduce yourself first, you can go ahead.
Hello, my name is Brittney Scardina. I am also a graduating senior on the CSUSM softball team. I'm originally from Northern California, so up in Sonoma County, and I moved down to San Marcos three years ago when I started coming to CSUSM.
Hi, I'm Destiny Cisneros. I'm currently a freshman on our softball team, and I am from Las Vegas, and I still currently live in Las Vegas, but when the fall comes around, that's when I'll be moving to San Marcos.
Well, I'm really excited for you to move out here, Destiny. I missed you guys. Have you guys picked up any hobbies during the quarantine?
I would definitely say that I spend a lot more time. Well, I majoring in literature and writing studies, so I like to write anyways, but I definitely spend a lot more time writing and journaling. Also bought a bike with my roommates, so we've been going on a lot of bike rides. Kind of just hanging out at the house or going to the beach, doing things like that. Trying to stay like exercise and yeah, trying to have as much fun as we can.
Yeah, I started doing some planting. I'm trying to make my own produce. I had bell peppers, tomatoes, mint, and I say had because they all died. So I guess I don't have the green thumb, but Destiny, how about you?
Well, I definitely don't have a green thumb, but I've always been super into photography and cinematography and stuff. And so during quarantine, I definitely started to get into that a lot more. And I now officially have launched my own photography business. I've been shooting luxury real estate for the past 3 or 4 months. And so that's my business right now. But what I've been starting to focus on is shooting senior portraits because it's senior season. And then eventually I want to get into shooting weddings. So I'm just hoping each step will just take me there eventually.
Yeah, maybe you can shoot me and Brittany's senior portraits.
I would love that. I will so come down to San Marcos to do that.
Okay, well, do you guys have any, Brittany? I know you're a big movie show person. Do you have any shows you're watching right now?
Well, currently I'm watching Sons of Anarchy, which is a little bit kind of a different show than what I usually watch, but I'm really liking that show. Also, like restarting Grey's Anatomy, which is quite a big show to restart.
That's a commitment.
Oh, yeah.
But me and my roommates are all watching that right now, and then The Bachelor's almost over this season, so.
Destiny, how about you?
I finished Bridgerton. That was so good. I loved that. I started watching The Queen's Gambit a week ago, and I finished it in 2 days. It's a show about chess, and from watching that show, I've started to play chess now, with some of my friends, and it's so interesting because I didn't ever play that growing up, and now I'm addicted. I downloaded chess.com in my phone, and I'm playing all the time.
Yeah, I started watching that show too. It's really good. I watched The Bachelor for the first season. I'm finally hopping on the bandwagon. I'm also a really big Avengers nerd, so I've been watching WandaVision. So shout out to all the other Avengers lovers out there.
Yes, aren't they coming out with a new Avengers movie soon or something?
Yeah, they're coming out with I think a bunch of them. So I've been binge watching all of them to keep up. But I know that we're all missing the softball field. So what are some of the big things that you miss about being on the softball field?
Everything. Can I just say everything? I miss everything.
Literally everything, yeah.
I miss being around my teammates all the time. I definitely miss fielding because right now I still hit a lot, I still throw a lot, but turn in a double play at short and just fielding ground balls for hours a day. That's definitely what I miss the most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know for us, Brittany, it's a little different.
Yeah, it's sad not being able to be I'm not practicing, but not being able, knowing I'm not gonna play again. But I feel like I just really miss being on the field with our team, and I get Snapchat memories all the time of goofy things we would do before practice, or just a lot of good memories, and it sucks not being able to be on the field with all you guys every day, but I feel like softball has given me so many friendships that I'll have for a lifetime. So it's nice to know that even though we may not all be together right now, like we'll always be part of each other's lives. So
Yeah, I totally agree, Brittany. I feel like it's when you have those bad games and the coaches always tell you, like, this is not going to be what you remember. You're not going to remember the lows. Like, you're just going to remember the highs. In the moment, you're like, no, I'm going to remember this forever. But it really is like all those relationships and all those highs that you will remember forever. So yeah, Destiny, definitely enjoy that, because building relationships with your teammates is like the best thing in the world. I have all my lifelong friends from softball. And yeah, I had my not best games, but those are never going to be the things that I'm going to look back and remember, because softball's such a small portion of our lives. We have to appreciate every second of it.
yeah, I feel like also with softball, there's just so many things that we've learned and life lessons that we can take with us, just so many other places in life.
Mhm.
I feel like being a student athlete was like such a phenomenal experience because it really like taught me so many life lessons and skills that I'll be able to use forever.
Yeah, like
agree.
for me personally, like I have definitely gained a lot of leadership skills like just from softball. And now that like I'm actually like working and like in the work industry, like I'm able to like apply so many of like the things I've learned just from like our sport to like my real life, and like even just like discipline and like time management. Like being a student athlete, like we have to have the best time management skills, and I feel like now like I can do anything, because before I used to have homework and like all these classes and so many hours of like softball practice, and like now like this is nothing compared to like being a student athlete.
I agree. It's funny, like in our work life now, I know we're all working. I feel like I see all those things I learned in softball kind of playing out into my job. My dad always said like softball is kind of like a micro version of the bigger scheme of things. I can totally see it playing out every day in my job. I've learned so many skills, and it's kind of like an honor to put that on my resume that I was a softball player. So yeah, that's really nice. But I guess we'll get into some plans for the future. Brittany, I know you have some really exciting plans for the future.
Yes. So I'll be graduating in May, and then my plan is to move back home for a few months just to save a little bit more money, and then I'll be hopefully off to New York in December, January. With my literature and writing studies background, I'm hoping to find an internship with journalism or publishing. And, I've always wanted to move to New York. It's kind of always been a dream for me, but I just know that I want to do it and do it when I'm young. And I know that I can do it right now. And, I've been trying to save a lot of money for that. So, yeah, I'm trying to make the most of my travel. I mean, I've traveled a few times out of the country, and I'm hoping to do so in the next year as well. So I don't know. I just really look forward to kind of exploring and seeing what else is out there too in the world.
Yeah, Brittany, I feel like if anyone can do it, it's definitely going to be you. But Dusty, I know San Marcos is pretty much your next stop. So what is it that you're excited about going to San Marcos, or why did you pick San Marcos?
Um, I'm extremely excited because, like last year was supposed to be my year coming in, and, meeting all you guys, making new friendships, like getting to move out and live on my own with my teammates. Like it's just a much more of a responsibility in life, and definitely like a growth and maturity. And like it got put on hold, but hopefully it's going to happen within like the next 6 months. So I'm just like reliving that excitement that I was feeling going into my freshman year this year. But no, I definitely chose San Marcos like because of you guys. Like I've said this so many times. Like I came to our camps. I went to like our blue chip day that we had, and like just feeling like the vibe and the energy. Like it was always so positive. Like there was so many funny things that had happened during like all of the camps and the situations that we had gone through, that like I just loved it. And I knew like this was like the culture that I like wanted to be a part of, and like be a part of like later on, like when I'm a junior and or when I'm a senior, and like help the other freshmen like understand like this culture like is going to be stayed for a while.
I appreciate you saying that, Destiny. You definitely match the energy.
What
So
about you,
early.
Brittney? What's your big plans?
Oh, my big plans. Well, I really want to become, my major is criminal justice and I have a minor in sociology. But like my main goal is to get pretty much experience in every field. So I've been taking real estate classes. I really want to pursue that. And then I kind of just want to go wherever life takes me from there.
That's awesome. I love real estate.
I know, maybe you can shoot some homes for me if I ever become a big agent. Brittney, do you have any advice for Destiny coming in?
I would say definitely coming in just to make the most of your whole time in college, because it really went by so fast. I feel like I blinked and we were seniors graduating this semester, but I would just say like make the most of your every day, like even out there on the field, like go out there, we got seasons taken away, and if there's anything like I want you guys to appreciate is that every time you step on that field, just to make the most of every single practice or every single play, and have those bonds with the team and grow close and become a family, because I feel like it made the experience just great overall. So if anything, I would just, make the most of it. And my number one thing would probably be just time management, like thinking about how school was like on campus, like going from weights to class and practice and class, just time management's a big skill to focus on. And I think if you can like get that time management like down right when, starting college, I think that it will help you throughout the rest of college.
Thank
I
you.
think my biggest advice for you, Destiny, or just anyone coming in as a freshman anywhere, it would be because I personally gained so much more confidence after it was over that I wish I had while I was in it. Because I mean, you really are your own worst enemy. So don't let anyone tell you that you can't do anything. Because really, as long as you put the work in and you go in with the mindset that you have that confidence, you really can do anything. So yeah, that would be my advice for you.
Thank you guys.
Of course. Let's switch it up. What are you guys' favorite foods?
Italian for
Yeah.
sure.
Someone say food? Come in. Come in.
Of course.
Where are we going? What are we doing? Who are we seeing?
Always Coach Steph crashing the party.
What's going on, everybody?
Coach Steph, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Coach Steph. I'm the head softball coach here at Cal State San Marcos. I'm excited to see you three. Giving you guys a virtual hug, so bring it in. Yeah. Here I am, happy to be here. Glad to see you guys.
Well, we'd love to pick your brain, Coach Steph. So
I heard you were talking about food, and Destiny, what did you say your favorite food was?
Definitely Italian, but wait, I take it back. Honestly, it's probably sushi. Sushi breaks my bank account, and I have it way too many times a week.
I'd probably have to say Italian is my favorite kind of food too.
this is going to be weird, but probably not coming from me. You guys probably would expect it. I'd say either Mediterranean food. I'm a big falafel fan.
Yum. Yeah. Those all sound good, but come on, who doesn't love a good taco? Go get a couple tacos. I mean, it's San Diego. I can't drive by a taco spot usually without being like, maybe I gotta check it out.
We all said our favorite memories. What would be your favorite college softball memory, Coach Steph?
Oh, as a player or as a coach?
As a player, we want to know as a player.
As a player.
We all know that your favorite coach moment is us. So.
Oh, of course. For me as a player, I have to say playing in the College World Series. I played at Oregon State. We made it my freshman year, and I was a baby. I had no idea. I just thought it was normal that we went to the College World Series. Like you go to nationals, right, when you play. But when I think back at it, it just, what an awesome experience to have that many fans in the stadium. Never played in a stadium that big. Back then it was, like a huge deal to have your games on TV. And, okay, I don't know why, but epic fail at Oregon State those days, we had cap sleeves for uniforms, all right? Nobody wants to wear a cap sleeve when your game is on TV. So we're playing in Oklahoma City in June and it's 100 degrees out and our whole team are wearing our sleeves. And I mean like mock turtlenecks with long sleeves because nobody wanted to look like they had these giant Popeye arms on TV. So our whole team's just melting the whole time during the game because we didn't want anybody, we didn't want to have the cap sleeves do whatever they do when they're on TV. So I would definitely say the College World Series was one of my favorite moments in college.
I have to say, I'd love to see you in a mock neck.
Oh, well, I bet. And one other point to that was really cool is, so my freshman year, we made it to the College World Series, and so did our baseball team. And our baseball team won the College World Series that year. But when we were playing super regionals against Cal, we were playing them at home, and a baseball game had just gotten out. And so a lot of people for the baseball games, because they seat way more at Oregon State than the softball team did, they were like walking in and they saw that like our game was going into extra innings. So they let all the fans from the baseball game come in. And at Oregon State, we have this huge berm in the outfield, the whole entire outfield. All of a sudden, at the end of the game, the outfield was full of people. So when we won the game to go to College World Series, our team did this like victory lap around, and we were high-fiving all these Beaver fans, and it was super cool. So, anybody that ever has a chance to be able to go and win a conference tournament or go to a College World Series or anything like that, it's just such an awesome experience. It's something that you'll never forget.
Yeah, I feel like that reminds me of our Team USA game. I feel like just the energy in those games is just like, I mean, I still get goosebumps thinking about it, just thinking about that game, looking in the stands,
Yeah.
so many people there, and that's just something I'll never forget.
When Kayla Mack hit the base clearing triple, I mean, I thought I was going to run around the bases. I was so excited. And it just, the reaction from the crowd. And it was so cool because in that moment, everybody in that park was Cal State San Marcos fans. Everybody was. And it didn't matter that we were playing against Team USA. It was a really, really cool moment. And those are special. They don't happen all the time. That definitely is a special one. Destiny, we'll have to get one for you. We got years to draw something up like that for you, and I'm sure we'll get you something like that. We'll get you one.
Well, Coach Steph, do you have any embarrassing moments?
So embarrassing moments. I mean, well, so a good friend of mine in college who is coaching now at San Diego State named Mia, she came up with this nickname for me. So my name is Stefanie, but everyone calls me Steph. And all of a sudden, she started calling me Steffi Weffy. And I was like, Steffi Weffy? Do I look like a Steffi Weffy? Like, really? Calling me Steffi Weffy? And it has stuck my whole life. So, every time I see her, she comes up to me, she's like, hey, Weff. Or she, hey, Weffy. Hey, Steffi Weffy. And, now she just does it to poke fun at me all the time. But if you ever talk to any of my college teammates at Oregon State, they would not refer to me as Steph. I know that for sure. It would be Steffi Weffy. So good times. The mailman must be here at my house. It's that time.
I'll have to change your name in my contacts to Steffi Weffy.
Coach Steffi Weffy. Not Steffi Weffy. It's still Coach Steffi Weffy, always.
Coach Weffy. That's definitely the new contact.
Right? I mean, clearly, it totally fits. It totally fits. And then they made it up this like cheer with it and everything. It took it way over the top. So
we're gonna learn the cheer. The first day that we go back, team bonding, just learn the cheer.
You're never gonna get the cheer from me. You're gonna have to find it from unnamed sources. It's not coming from me.
I just might have to contact my mailman is here now too.
Brittney, any embarrassing moments?
Oh gosh. I don't know if this doesn't happen. This didn't happen on the softball field, but it was one day, it was probably like 8:30. I had just got out of class, and it was like a long day, with class and practice, and I'm still in my softball pants and stuff, but I was walking down the Cesar Chavez stairs, like on my way back to the dorms, and I tripped and, fell down the stairs a little bit. And I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my goodness, did anybody see me? And my roommate had to come and pick me up and take me to urgent care because I could not walk on my ankle. But luckily, I was only out for like a week. So, but yeah, that was pretty embarrassing.
When did this happen?
My freshman year. Yeah.
Okay, I was like, I'm like going back in my head, and I'm like, I don't remember this. And then I was like feeling terrible. I was like, did Brittney got hurt? And I couldn't help her. And okay.
Yeah. Me and the stairs weren't the best of friends.
Brittney, I would have ran up those stairs to help you. I would have been winded, but because those stairs never end. But I would have been there for you.
I would have too, Brittney, if I saw it.
I have not heard any good things about these stairs yet.
No, there's not a single good thing. That's why.
No.
You'll learn where the elevators are.
I'd say my most embarrassing story. This is an untold story. I don't think I've ever told anybody this. It was when Coach Steph, I think you first got hired, and we were like introducing ourselves to you. And I had another coach that had a similar name, like in my contacts. So I accidentally texted them, and they were like, "Excuse me." But that would be my most embarrassing moment.
That's when you just slowly disappear, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, it wasn't me.
Exactly. Destiny, any embarrassing moments?
I don't know. I really can't think of one, when so many embarrassing things happen to me all the time, and I just try and play them off like that was like totally planned, like I was supposed to do that. I was supposed to make that joke. Like I mean, one time, and it's not even it's embarrassing, but it's not even embarrassing, but like when I like was younger, probably like my freshman year of high school, I was like playing catch with somebody, and we were like done playing catch, and like I was just like, all right, we're done, like okay, cool, like I'm leaving, and I like turned away, and there's a ball just came and like hit me solid in my eye. She was not done throwing the ball, so I also had to get rushed to urgent care. I like fractured like my like eye socket, like bridge bone area. I still can't blow my nose till this day. But
Oh,
really embarrassing. It's just like so bad. Like I can't.
so you had to learn the hard way to like watch the ball.
Oh yeah. Just don't ever turn your back to the ball. Is what.
Word from the wise. All the way from Las Vegas, Nevada. Keep your eye on the ball.
Never heard that one before.
You think it would be common sense, right?
So, Coach Steph, what's one of the biggest things that you learned from your players as a coach?
One of the biggest things that I learned from my players as a coach. It changes every year and with every group. The biggest thing that I learned is to let you guys, let you guys grow up and be the people that you are, and encourage you along your way and along your path. You guys teach me stuff every day when it comes to social media and TikToks and boomerangs and all these things. I can't keep up with all of that. But you guys give me so much joy. The whole reason that I coach softball is because I want to give back to the game, and I want to give back to females, and I want to I want to make the world a better place. And so the fact that I get to hear that Brittney Scardina is graduating and gonna go to New York and gonna move to New York, when I've known since I came here and talked to her that was her goal and that's what she wanted to do, that makes me feel great. And that she's able to pursue that journey, and do what she wants to do. And Raven, I know you said you're getting experience and everything. I know you're going to be great in whatever you do. You're charismatic. Look at you. You're hosting this podcast, and it's just natural for you. So I'm sure you will thrive in the real estate industry. Don't forget about the little people when you make it big. But you guys have been great for me. I love hearing stories about, when you come back or you shoot me a text and you're like, hey, coach, just want to say hi and stay connected. You guys give me joy every day and you don't even realize it. You torture me sometimes too, but the joy outweighs the torture.
I'd say that what I learned from you is probably very similar, because I feel like the biggest things I've learned from you are like new data. I know we talk about that a lot as a team, and being curious instead of critical, because you really aren't it's not the material things that you enjoy in life. It's seeing, like how you said, seeing your friends and seeing your family succeed. That's the joys in life. So like freshman year, when Brittney said that she was going to move to New York, that's what makes me happy, is because she is going to do it.
We're proud of you, Britt. We're going to come visit you too. So we are proud of you.
Yeah, you guys have to come visit.
I will. I've never been to New York. I will go ASAP.
So much fun.
Can we go in the summer though? Because I don't want to go in the winter. It snows there.
It was so
I can't do cold weather. Look at me. No, I'm not a polar bear. No. I like the heat.
A polar bear.
Oregon, isn't it so cold in Oregon in the winter?
Okay. I only went to college there. It was only 4 years and it rained every day. But hence why now I live where the sun shines all the time.
It doesn't shine all the time. Was it raining yesterday over there?
It's currently raining outside right now, but that doesn't usually happen around here. Easy, Tiger. Easy. Easy.
Brittney, are there any big lessons you've learned from Coach Steph?
I would definitely say that Coach Steph has taught me a lot, but one of the biggest things that I know that I'll always take away from Coach Steph is just that teaching me that hard work with working hard and keep working and doing the best I can. Like I could do anything that I want to do, after I stopped pitching, Coach Steph really helped me a lot with my hitting, and I kept working hard, and she taught me that if I keep working hard, I could do what I wanted to do with hitting. And even just her coming to meet me at the field and take some extra reps before practice or after practice, that meant a lot. And it showed that like if I work hard in anything in life, I could really make a difference and I could do what I want to do. So I feel like that's something I'll always take with me.
My next shoulder surgery is going to be in honor of Brittney Scardina from all the extra BP she always wanted thrown to her. But I'll take it. And all those Brittney bombs that are still out there past the fence that we never found, that that go into the grass that's out there and stuff like that when we're all looking for those balls. So.
Yeah, Destiny, that's one thing you learned from Coach Steph. Like if you're struggling, as long as you put in the work and you reach out to her, she'll be there for you. Like me, I'm pretty much made of glass. So every time I was injured, like she always made sure that I was still part of the team. That's something I appreciated.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. So I guess
go ahead.
You can go, Destiny.
Oh no, I was just gonna share that like you guys are like sharing all these like great things that like you guys have like learned from Coach and like taken from Coach, but like for me, like it's like a little bit different just because I haven't stepped onto the field yet and it's all been virtual for me. But like even virtually, like I feel like I've learned so much already. And like I think the biggest thing is like when I do get to like play for Coach and we're gonna be out there, I'm definitely gonna get those talks about being disciplined up at the plate. Like there's gonna be those pitches I want to take. It's just gonna have to tell me like, be disciplined. But like I've learned so much discipline just from like our virtual Zooms and stuff like that. Like discipline just is in every part of your life, like making certain things a priority and actually sticking to them and being on time, being early. And I don't know, that's just like the main thing I've learned so far.
Tour bus, you can take it anywhere you want to go.
Just got to row the boat in the right direction.
That's right. And don't be poking no holes in my boat.
I guess my last question for all of you guys would be, what's something that you've learned about yourself, or what's something about your identity you learned in quarantine? Since we all have new identities now that we weren't on the softball field for so long.
So I have become chef at home. I even bought an apron. I watch the Food Network all the time, and I just have more time. Obviously because I'm working from home now, and I get to spend more time with my family. I've read more books, and I've certainly learned that there's way more to life than softball. And to find other avenues to make myself better, and to obviously to pass that on to you guys too, especially you two as seniors, knowing softball is coming to an end. You're kind of like, where is life without softball? And just encouraging you guys of, hey, there's other things out there. You've got to find your avenue, and go thrive in it. So I even got a new pair of knives for Christmas. I got a new grill for Christmas. I've gone all in on this cooking thing. So I wish that I could say, during quarantine, I would have gotten all into some kind of fitness thing. So I would have came back, and been really fit, but it kind of went the other way, but it's been good. And, I'll have to make some food for you guys. Y'all like Italian sushi. I don't mess with sushi. I don't want to, but Italian I could do, and Mediterranean, Raven, I'm Greek. I mean, I got some moves up my sleeves.
But are they falafel?
I can make falafel. I've seen enough TV shows like that are on the Beat Bobby Flay and stuff like that. Like I could make it. It's just chickpeas in a food processor. On it. I got it.
Well, I'll hold you to it. I'd say I kind of agree with you, Coach Steph. I kind of had to step back and realize that there kind of is more to life than softball, as much as it's given me. Because at the beginning, I was like trying to do my resume. I'm like, all I know how to do is throw a ball. But there's so much more to it. And there's so many other lessons that I got from it that I was able to write on my resume. And I really appreciate and value that. And I feel like I had to grow up a lot faster than I would have if the season wasn't canceled. But at the same time, I really appreciate it because I got to appreciate my experiences that much more.
Yeah, I would definitely say the same, Raven. Just through like this past school year and this semester specifically, like I was able to take on a position as the sports editor for the Cougar Chronicle student paper, and that was something I probably wouldn't have had much interested before, but now like really focusing what I want to do in the future, like being able to take advantage of those opportunities. And I feel like through COVID, and not being able to go places, that just makes me want to go travel and go other places even more, when I have the opportunity to. I feel like growing up through travel ball already introduced traveling. We went to so many states that I probably would have never went to if it weren't for travel ball. So I feel like that's always been kind of a big part of life, but just being able to like take advantage of the opportunities now when life presents them to me, just knowing that, at any moment things could change. So just to like take advantage of those opportunities. And I feel like through COVID, I moved home in the beginning, so I did get to spend a lot more time with my family, which I wouldn't have spent if it weren't for COVID. So, that was nice to have, but I definitely feel like just taking advantage of all the opportunities that life's gonna throw at me has changed how I'll look at things in the future.
For me personally, like touching on like the traveling aspect, through quarantine, I definitely learned something about myself, being that I don't like to be alone. I did not like being isolated and quarantined by myself in my room. It's not who I am. It's not for me. I like surrounding myself with the people that make me happiest and my friends all the time. And I didn't like the concept of, not being able to travel to another state or just like stay home when like we did grow up in travel ball and like we traveled so much, but like it was always for softball and stuff. So like as things have started to open up, I've definitely started to take advantage of that. Like this is the first week this year so far that I've been home for a solid week. Like every week so far, I've found time to travel to another state or hang out with like the people closest to me as much as possible. And I just like have made those relationships that much stronger.
Well, Brittney knows I'm very emotional, so thank you all for putting me in my feels. I appreciate all of you for joining me today. Thank you, Brittney. Thank you, Destiny. Thank you, Coach Steph. And we'll catch you next time on The Roar.